Yo, what's going on, everybody? Charlie checking in. Happy Tuesday to everybody, man. Hopefully your day is going great, you're blessed, and everything's productive. So we just got back from BJ's, and I got myself some bananas. Do you know what goes good with bananas? Sprite. So Saturday we're gonna do the bananas and Sprite challenge, guys. So if y'all really want to see this bananas and Sprite challenge, you ain't gotta press like because I'm gonna do it anyway. But yeah, press like if you know what I'm saying, if you want to see it. But it's gonna be done Saturday. I think it's what, 2 liter Sprite that I have to drink, two bananas and 2 liter Sprite. We're gonna look it up. Y'all let me know in the comments though. So yesterday I had my vlog, and I also did a story for you guys for jobcorps, which I had to take out because it was too long. So instead of just putting it out today, I figured I'd go ahead and retell it, maybe a little better for you guys. So first off, any of you guys out there, you know, it's between 16 and 25 that that feel, you know, like you got nothing going for you, you got nowhere to go. If you're in trouble, if you don't have, you know, education, driver's license, jobcorps is definitely a great decision. It's one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. And I enjoyed it, man. Like, not only did I already had my GED, but not only did they help me get a driver's license, they helped me get, you know, a welding certificate, and I got a job. You know, they helped me. I got a car. I got a job. They set me out on my feet, man. They'll help you get your GED. They'll help you get your license. They'll help you get a career, and they'll also pay you every 2 weeks while you're there. And when you leave, they'll give you. I got $1,500. When I left, so that bought me a vehicle, and, you know, took me and my girl out on some dates. I met the mother of my daughter at jobcorps. As a matter of fact, you know, let me go ahead and tell you. So this is back in, I think it was what, 2002, right at the beginning of 2002, January. I went right after Christmas, and me and her mother actually met. You know, actually went to jobcorps on the same day, and I remember. We in this little meeting room, because like what happens is, like, you can have, if you're afraid to go by yourself, you know, you can have there's a buddy system. You know, you can go with a friend, and you know, you won't feel so alone. But they do what they can to try to help everybody get to know each other and stuff. And so we're all sitting at this table, and I'll never forget it. We're all sitting at this table, and we had to write down, you know, likes and dislikes, and then somebody got to stand up and read your stuff for you. And so they got to my daughter's mom. And she said, you know, her likes and dislikes, I'll never forget it. She says she liked, her favorite TV show was Moesha, and her favorite musician was Eminem. I'll never forget that. And then she was from Gaston. And boom, that's when I was like, wait, hey, she's somewhere near me, you know? So we got to talking, and she looked really good. You know, she was like one of the better looking girls on campus and stuff. And, you know, we just got to talking, and, you know, we ended up just like spending a lot of time together. I had done my original story out under the pavilion, which I'm calling now Michael's little shed area, because we had ourselves a pavilion type deal, you know, open air, and we could sit there and play hacky sack. You know, played a lot of hacky sack, played a lot of spades, and she'd always sit with me, you know, while we played spades, and whenever I told her to love me, she would hate me. And I would get hearts. Whenever she would hate me, I told her to love me, I'd get spades. Some weird, funny thing like that. But yeah, man, you know, got to play spades, man, smoke cigarettes. We were all underage, but still, I mean, they were kind of lenient about it. Hell, I made money off of cigarettes. I would sell cigarettes 25 cents a piece. And I was buying Newports for $2 a pack. And I was selling cookies and snacks and stuff, man. I was making a killing at jobcorps. And you know, we had our little welding area. That's where I said I passed stick welding and MIG welding. That was flat, vertical, horizontal, overhead, the whole Magilla. I didn't stay long enough to actually master it though. You know, there was a whole lot of drama goes on. You know, and you know how it is. You know, with co-ed. Especially when we're all living together, you know, there's a lot of drama. I had a lot of people messing around with my girl. My girl, you know, she messed around with a few people, messed around on me, and it's true. And everybody knows everybody's business and stuff. And our welding instructor, he was there, but he wasn't, man. It's like we had our booths, you know, our separate booth set up with our little slide curtains, and we started out on the stick, you know, and had our damn I don't even know what the hell they are, man. It's pretty much almost like a jumper cable, you know, with your rod on it, and you sit there and you lay your bead and everything, and then with stick you gotta chip off the slag, bro. And I chipped at the slag and it bust off and it hit the walls and down my damn shirt and down my neck. And we'd be like, F this, man. We'd go out to the metal yard. Chris, you remember this, brother. We'd go out to the metal yard back behind the welding shop, you know, and we'd just sit there and we'd smoke, man, and we'd wrestle and we'd freaking damn freestyle and stuff. Eminem was, you know, 8 Mile, came out not before, long before that. As a matter of fact, that's where I won my first and only ever freaking freestyle battle against somebody, man. Remember this guy, he was making fun of me and he said something about my boobies or whatever, you know? And it was the same guy now, where one weekend it was dry on campus, couldn't find no bud anywhere, you know? This guy had his girlfriend come down from, you know, mid-state and brought him a couple of big fat sacks, you know what I mean? He's walking around in his Gucci outfit, you know, acting like he's a big old pimp and stuff like that. Damn Gucci outfit with a hole in his fucking pocket. Puts this fucking damn bag in his damn pocket and goes walk off, try to pimp out with people. Motherfucker falls right out of his pocket and the damn dude right behind him picks it up. Doesn't say a word, sells my man his own dope back to him. He's like this is the only herb that was on campus. Next thing you know, this guy's got so-and-so amount, made my man buy his own stuff back. So I ended up ragging on him, freestyling, man. It was so great. My cousin Chris was like, God damn, stop, Charlie. Nope, hell no. I sure as hell didn't, brother. Had a lot of good times at Job Corps. Like I say, it's an experience like you'll like unlike any other. It's not like college. You know, college is a little more strenuous and stressful and more expensive. You know, you can't go home on the weekdays. You got to stay there. You know, only on the weekends. You got to stay for your first 3 weeks. But man, they try to do everything they can in their power to make it comfortable enough for you. They take you out to see movies. They give you money. Like I say, if any of y'all are struggling or don't know where to go, man, really look into it because, like I said, it was awesome, man. There was like I said, we got to play spades, hacky sack, dang. They had, you know, foosball. They had volleyball. They had basketball courts, tennis court. They had damn a weight room. They had a pool room. Man, they had a lot of, you know, facilities at our disposal. And I'm not a welder anymore, man, as you can see. But they do. They help you get a job, and they did with me, man. They, you know, into transition. You know, I was pretty much done with MIG, and I wasn't done with MIG. I still kind of learned a whole lot more, man. I ended up blasting through Job Corps in like 7 months. But like I said, me and my girl, man, we were having issues and people were getting involved in our stuff, and I ended up getting in a fight with this one guy and beat the crap out of him, man. And my only saving grace why I didn't get kicked out that day is because the guy apologized to me. Like we came back into the damn office, you know, where they were fighting, so they brought us both in. And as soon as I walk in, this guy's still holding his nose all bloody, and he holds his hand up. I'm sorry, man. I really am sorry. So I mean, they made the damn director just laugh his ass off. That's the only reason I got to stay. So yeah, fighting's not always the best idea and the best option, you know, guys. But like I said, man, he almost got my cousin. All right, here's what happened, man. We were at lunch, right? And it was kind of my fault. Like I came in and this guy had messed with my girl at one point, and I gave him this name. I gave him this name called Skittles, and this nickname, and it just stuck with him. As soon as I called him Skittles, that was it. Everyone called him Skittles, and I called him Skittles because he had, you know, red and yellow hat with a fucking blue and green shirt and yellow shorts and white and orange shoes. And he had every color of the rainbow on, you know. So I just called him Skittles. Well, other people just took it as he was fruity, you know. Like, well, are you fruity? And I'm not goddamn fruity. Made him really mad. So he hated me to death for coining him, giving him this nickname. And and he talked trash to everybody new that would come in and shit like that, you know. And just like people online talk trash until you really get to know me, you know. And so one day at lunch, I'm like, everybody, let's just all sit there and stare at him, you know. So we're all eating lunch, and he's with his girl, you know, and we're sitting there looking at him, and he's like, what? You know, and we're staring at him some more. What the hell you want, you know? And so we go walk out. I didn't. My cousin Chris and a couple friends go to walk out. Skittles walks up behind Chris and pushes him in the middle of traffic. Boom, you know, because our cafeteria was across the street from our campus. And so he pushes my cousin down in the middle of fucking traffic, bro. And my cousin gets up ready to fucking fight, you know. and damn security comes in and they break it up, and Skittles, he walks off like he's some kind of big man, you know. And I come out and talk with my cousin. I'm like, what the hell, you know? We get back to the pavilion and I see old Skittles about 50 yards back, you know, like, come on, come on. So I'm like, all right, let's do it. I'll come back. I'm gonna enjoy this too. This is so funny, guys. All right, so I come back there and Skittles, he's got his girl with him, and he's like, what's up? And he's kind of, what's up? You know, like he's losing that bravado little by little. I'm like, we used to have these long sleeve khaki shirts, you know, so that we wouldn't get burned so much. I took my damn khaki shirt off and I said, what now? And I swung at him and I completely missed, bro. I said, completely missed his ass, but I got with the right, boy. Bee-ya! Boy, I bumped him up, bip, 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 bip. And then he ducked his head down and bah! I gave him this uppercut that made him, he just straight did the Thriller, man. And I just bing, hit him with a left, and he hit the ground, right? And then I didn't realize it, man, but I had welding boots on, and welding boots, man, they have like this flap, this foot flap over the top of it with metal on it, you know, in case any kind of steel falls on your foot. And I hit this man with my damn steel boot, bing, and his body said, just like that, man. He apologized to me for it. I don't know if I didn't kick something loose in his head, or maybe I just made him damn respect me, man. Because like I said, he used to always talk crap about me to new people that that came in. And like I said, that's one thing that you got, you know what I'm saying, you got to learn to just let the bull crap just slide off your shoulders. Because I've seen people get kicked out, you know, and lose out on a really good opportunity. So and I did. I had the opportunity. Like I said, I didn't stay in as long as I should have. I should have stayed in for maybe a year and a half, and I only stayed in for like 7 months. And like they had me in transition. I got to go on the computer and find a job. I actually found a job right down the road from where I live, man. At this little welding shop, painting the beams and stuff. So I wasn't even welding, but I was just so happy to be able to finally have a job, because like I say, even if you got a record, this was fresh, like 6 months after I got out of prison, man. I remember Dad had moved from Gaston to out to Leesville, right on the Edisto River in the middle of nowhere, man. And I used to roof. Like I said, before I got in all my trouble, I was a roofer. And D-Dog lived out in Gaston. So I couldn't work for D-Dog anymore, being I lived 40 miles away, on the damn river. So I was just without a job, and for like almost a year, man. It was like March till like January 15th or something. Yeah. So I remember one day, like we had a slough, dug out, along the river, because sometimes when the river floods, it rises and it would flood the back 40. So we had ourselves a slough dug out, for any kind of water relief, And I remember I was just sitting there looking at my reflection in this damn water in this slough, and I'm just like, man, what the hell am I going to do with my life, And it's not the first time I've done that, But I was just sitting there staring at my reflection, like, man, what am I going to do with my life, man? I'm going nowhere. I've got nothing. I'm what? 19, 20, almost 20 years old. It's like, man, I got nothing going for me. I'm stuck out here. Just go to Job Corps. Just go. Why not? You done been through everything else, man. You might as well go ahead and do it. Something to benefit you. And it did, man. If you don't have your driver's license, man, they'll take you on driving tests, and they'll let you get your license. They'll take you down the exact routes and stuff that the driver's trainer, or that the DMV takes you on. I mean, so freaking easy, man. I went to one in Bamberg, down here in Bamberg, South Carolina, and traffic was just non-existent. So I mean, my driver's license was so easy to get. Like I said, I got out, I ended up getting a job. I ended up working at a couple of different places. I worked at Custom Services, then I worked at another place called SMI Joist, which what they do is they build the webbings and the joist for Walmart, Sam's Club, stuff like that. And just mostly welding webbings. I had the most important weld of the whole plant, which was the base feet, And so I had about a foot weld I had to do, 2 foot welds on each webbing. And it wasn't just something that you can just zzz, just quick weld. My welds meant something. As a matter of fact, one day they even brought us all outside, because we were a new training line, and they brought us, every single one of us, outside, and they were like, yeah, the welds look good. Who's our base plate man? And I'm like, yeah, it's me right here. And he's like, That's not gonna fly. So they called out my base plates in front of everybody. And I get it, man, because I would bring a fan. It would be so hot in there, man. And I had these long ass welds, man, that it would get so hot, I would have a fan blowing on me. You know, what the fan would do is it would also blow on that damn hot bead I just damn welded, and it would cause it to bubble up and disconform and put air pockets in it, you know, which would cause it to fail. And, you know, it's just, I was still young, man. I ended up having a damn vehicle. I'll tell you all about this vehicle I had. I wrecked my vehicle. I'll tell you how I wrecked that one day. You know, I kept missing work and days and stuff. I was young, and they fired me. You know, they ended up letting me go, and I moved back down. I was in Columbia. I moved back down here to Charleston, and I'll never forget it, man, when I decided to hang up my welding, man. Much love and respect to all you welders out there and you iron workers out there. I remember one day we were down here, there's a place called Associated Container, you know, and Dad was like, well, I'll take you for an interview. So I went there and I talked to the guy real quick, you know, and pretty much they wanted to see my work. They didn't want to hear nothing, they wanted to see you work, you know. So he sent me in the back to do a straight, common, flat T-joint, you know. Here's the machine, there's the T-joint, go ahead and bring us your product, show us what you got. And man, after 15 minutes, I couldn't even get the damn machine popping right, you know. It just was not working for me, and I was about to cry, man. I had tears welled up in my eyes, man, and I didn't even, you know, I just put the gun down. I didn't even walk back in and tell the guy I was leaving, man. I just went straight out to the car and just said, let's go. You know, Dad was like, what's wrong? You know, I'm like, I couldn't even hardly talk. It's like, let's just go. I'm not a welder, you know, not a welder. I'll never be a welder. And indeed, you know, after that, I started delivering sheetrock right after that. But still, anyway, you know, Job Corps gave me all the facilities and the tools required to succeed, man. And I think about it all the time. It was one of the best times of my life. I won't forget it, you know, I won't regret a thing that happened. I had a lot of fun, some drama, but, you know, I'm here today to tell any of you young people, you know, that if you are lost and you don't know where to go and you're trying to either start over or just begin your start, you know, look into Job Corps, because, man, it may be scary at first, but you will definitely thank yourself later, man, when you're looking at everything, all these gains, you know, a job, GED, vehicle, a brand new life. So yeah, that's most of my Job Corps story. I've got some good stories in there that I didn't share on this that I'll share with you guys later. But yeah, I went to Job Corps and it changed my life for the better. It definitely did. So thank you guys for listening, and hopefully it sinks into some of y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.